Hello and welcome to another episode of SOS Creativity TV and SOS Creativity FM. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at 3 things that you must do to achieve your goals in the rest of 2020 and 2021. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel because we're trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. If you're watching us on LinkedIn and you have a YouTube account, simply type in SOS Creativity on YouTube and you will find us there. With that being said, let's jump straight into the content. It's no news that 2020 has been a very interesting year, to say the least. I mean, we had the first quarter almost January to about March, and the second and third quarter has been nothing short of interesting news with coronavirus and everything that's going on. However, as we approach the last quarter of 2020 and 2021, while the economy has taken a beat down, while there's been a lot of interesting conversation and news in terms of working requirements, lots of people losing their job, lots of businesses going out of business, the people that are still alive and the people that are still trying to survive and thrive, it's very important to take some necessary actions so we can survive the pandemic, and moving into the end of 2020 and 2021 we're able to come out successful. So we're going to look at 3 points to help us do just that. And the first point is to have a plan of action. What exactly does that mean? So we've now seen the bulk of 2020, and with the up and downs and turbulent time that's approached us, it's essential to have a plan of action in place for the rest of 2020 and 2021. What exactly could your plan of action look like? Well, what are some of the things that you can be doing to make sure you're keeping your staff happy, finding ways to generate new business? What kind of sectors or vertical can you pivot to? What kind of new products or new service that can complement your primary and existing products? What kind of things can you bring in to add more value to people? Because the only business that are going to continue to survive are those that are able to solve people's challenges and add value to them. So you need to audit your business, you need to audit what you're currently doing as an individual and position yourself into a way that you can add value to people. And when you can create that and put that into an action plan, quarter 4 for 2020, moving into 2021, you're gonna be able to put yourself in a good position to survive and then thrive. The second point we're going to look at today is to hold yourself accountable. Let me expand on that a little bit. So with everything that's going on, it's very easy to become the victim. It's very easy to step into that negative mentality of this is bad, that's crap, this is going on, the economy is terrible, everything's difficult right now. However, when you can put yourself into a position where you can hold yourself accountable, for example, what can I learn from everything that's going on so I can make sure it doesn't happen again? What part have I played in what's going on so I can ensure this doesn't happen again? For example, a lot of industries that weren't naturally accustomed to working digitally or remotely have taken a massive hit. So from an accountability perspective, while no one could have predicted what was going to happen, from an accountability perspective, this is a very good time to learn and reposition your company, the way you do things, your systems, your processes, to ensure this never ever happens again. There was a video that came out by Bill Gates a couple of years ago talking about the things we need to be worrying about is more biological warfare and things like that, rather than the physical. So looking at content like that and looking at what's happening in 2020, how can you then take accountability to reinforce your action plan that we talked about earlier, so that moving forward into the Q4 of 2020 and 2021, you're able to be as successful as possible. And finally, it goes without saying, you need to take a moment to reward yourself. It's all well and good working hard, doing 70, 80, 100 hours a week, non-stop, waking up early, going to bed late, but you need to find a way to reward yourself. in your action plan that we touched on in point number 1, find a way to put different metrics that when you hit this part of the plan, you can reward yourself with this. So when you hit X, your reward is Y. And if you can build in a series of rewards along the way to help you fulfill your plan, you're able to A, avoid burnout, you're able to B, continue to grow in light of everything that's going on once you survive, and then it's time to thrive. So those are the 3 points we're going to look at today. The first one is to come up with an action plan. The second one is to hold yourself accountable, and finally, by doing those 2 things, reward yourself when you've done a great job. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Leave them in the comment section below, and like I said earlier, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. And with that being said, my name is Stephen from SOS Creativity. Till next week, bye for now.